KIA. Outrider KIA.
UAV inbound. Aircraft inbound.
Reaper, KIA. Rock.
Shot out.
Neutralized.
What's going on, guys? Chief 1, and I'm going to talk to you today about what in my mind is kind of hurting, killing, if nothing else, COD. And those first few clips that you just saw it was just from one gameplay. There's many, many more instances of what is kind of killing this game, and that right there, perfect example, knife to the head. Granted, I wasn't looking at the dude. He didn't have to commando lunge me, even though he could have easily in this game, because I think commando is built in to the melee weapons of this game. I don't want to get off track. First of all, the first clip you saw was that Nightclaw. It's a DLC weapon. You can basically purchase it over time. It depends on how lucky you get, really, with the supply drops. It's a pay-to-win weapon, really. It's a one-hit kill from pretty much anywhere on the map. Honestly, the only real counter to it is to be extremely far away from the person trying to shoot you with it, or hope that they have horrible aim, because it's a one-shot kill. It's insta-death, and it's a small dart, shoots you in the foot, and you're dead. I think it was Thunder Hollow showed it in another video. But that's not where it ends. You can do this. You get this gun. You get it in dual wield, like two of them in one hand, and both hands, one in both hands. It's like, what the crap? Why do you need two? At one time. It's already overpowered as it is. And then, but that's not all, folks. It's also a melee weapon. I mean, it's a one-shot melee weapon. So from a range, you get shot with a dart. If you're really bad at aiming, you can shoot two darts at a time because you can dual wield them. Or if you're up close, just smack somebody across the head and instantly kill them. It's freaking ridiculous. And that's just one weapon out of the DLCs that's really been pissing me off. The melee weapons, they got commando built into them. I'm 100% convinced. These guns, or knives and swords and hammers and whatever else you can possibly imagine getting out of these supply drops, it doesn't take much to kill somebody. You saw it I think it was the second clip. The second death in that game was to sword. Dude, you saw me trying to back up as fast as I could. I heard the sniper shot go off, and I was like, shit. So I just bounced back, and I had seen him trying to lunge towards me, and it was just a matter I got to shoot him. And of course, it doesn't matter what you're shooting at him, unless you got a shotgun, quick scope sniper rifle, or another maybe melee weapon, maybe, if you're lucky. That's the only counter you have to those things at close range. There's just nothing to stop them. And it's just insta-dead. It saddens me. This is part of the reason why I think a lot of older COD guys like myself and a few others, or a lot of others actually, have moved on to other games besides COD. Battlefield, and whatnot, and you can just name it pretty much. Destiny there for a while was a big game for everybody. This is what's killing this game. Like, we remember the game when it was more balanced, really. I mean, my favorite Call of Duty of all time was Black Ops 1. I know that's not a lot of people hated that game, thought it was one of the worst. Personally, I thought it was one of the best. But you didn't have, the quick scoping wasn't as prominent. It's a lot like in this game. I mean, Black Ops does seem to do it better with the quick scoping. They did have a lot of quick scoping in Black Ops 2, but it wasn't near as bad. However, you get the you didn't have the panic knife as bad in Black Ops 1. The shotguns were pretty well balanced in this game. I mean, the shotguns, look at me using this shotgun right here. That's all this map is good for, shotgun and melee. That's it, period. That's all you run into. That's all you really need to use, or sniper, as you can see. That's all you really need to use, Throw a long barrel on it, rapid fire, and a stock, and you're just, you're a god at this game. I went 22-9 with this setup in this game. And I know people who could go way better than I did, depending on what gun they're using, the Brecci or the Bresci or however you want to pronounce it. It 2-shot kill, and damn near from anywhere on the map. You throw long barrel stock on that gun, and it's a rapid fire. It's just ridiculous. You know, you got people running around on big maps that you shouldn't be using a shotgun on, and they're going just stupid good on those maps with those guns. And it's just the only counter to it is either another shotgun or get as much distance as you possibly can between him and you before you go to shoot him. And I mean, I'm talking a lot of distance because these shotguns have a ton of range. It's ridiculous. And that to me is what is really, really hurting this game. You know, I don't really consider the pay to win weapons. You know, like the assault rifles in the packages, the supply drops. They're not that bad. They really aren't. They are what they are. You know, you get the HG40, basically the MP, whatever the gun was, the MP40 from World at War. Not a bad gun, not a great gun, not a bad gun. The FAMAS is not the best gun in the world. The L4 Siege rocket launcher. It is, you know, it's like, why? Yeah, the only weapons I've gotten out of a supply drop are, and the Marshalls. Oh my God, don't even get me started with the Marshalls. Like, those guns are ridiculous too. I do have the Marshall, but I'm horrible with a pistol shotgun, so I don't do very good. But there are guys who just destroy me with that gun. Actually, you just saw me pull it out right there. I didn't use it in this gameplay. But there are guys who run around with that thing only, you know, because it's so good and at range and close quarters, and you can dual wield it. And granted, you only get one shot per trigger pull, but if you make it count, I mean, it's a done deal. It's over, and that's just not cool. And when you're on a streak, this is where I really wanted to get into this. Is when you're on a streak and you run across somebody with a melee weapon, and they commando you from 20 feet away and take you off of your streak. It's just demoralizing. It's humiliating, and it pisses you off to the point where you don't even want to play this game. You know, you want to switch it up or find a different game or play an older COD or the shotgun guys. You know, you get, again, like, you're just a few points off of your score streak. I couldn't tell you how many times I was 15, 20 points off a score streak, and somebody with a shotgun out of nowhere, or I get stabbed across or hit across the back with a freaking pipe wrench of all things. Like, whose idea was that? You're in 2020, what year is this, 2075 or some shit, and you're running around with a pipe wrench, clocking people over the head, a crowbar, diamond plated, for crying out loud. I mean, that's about the only reasonable thing that at this time era that this game is, developed or supposed to be in. I mean, I could imagine having a diamond-plated freaking crowbar in 2075 maybe, but why? Why are they in the game? So many times I could have had a great gameplay or uber positive gameplay. I don't see myself ever getting a nuclear. I suck at getting stuff like that. My best kill streak is probably, I think, a 15 kill streak or something like that. Gun streak, that is. But it could have been better. It could have been better if I didn't run across a guy with a shotgun or a guy with a melee weapon or the stupid Nightclaw. It just ruins the game. It ruins the fun. That's why it's so hard to find people who like this game, because they're tired of it, and they just keep adding this stuff. And I kind of want to talk about and some more about this in another video. I watched and I don't watch many of his videos. Every once in a while he comes up with something good. But White Boy 7th Street was talking about a Twitter conversation that he had with David Vonderhaar as far as catering to noobs, and he's 100% accurate, 100% right that this game caters to noobs. I don't like the Specialist. I hate it. I know there's a lot of guys who think the Specialist is a great idea. It brings a lot to this to the game. But it really does. It caters to the noobs. And I'll probably bring up the Specialists later on. But the Specialists are another reason I can't stand this game. I couldn't tell you how many times, again, I get killed off of a streak because of a freaking Specialist that somebody didn't even earn. It just given to them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And just hit me up. Let me know. Hit that like button. Helps me out. It helps you out if you like my commentaries. And other than that, I'm Her Chief 1, and I'll see you later.